How to activate the power of the letter M and crescent moon in your hands today. If you have the letter M or the crescent moon appearing on your hands, listen closely. This isn't just coincidence or a random line. These symbols are spiritual codes, ancient energies etched into your being, waiting to be activated. They are part of your soul's contract, placed there to remind you, you are not ordinary. You were born with a gift, and today may be the day you remember why. In today's chaotic world, it's easy to forget who we are and why we came here. But some signs, like these, appear to wake us up, to nudge us toward something greater. Very few carry these marks. Fewer still understand their power. But those who do awaken a hidden current of energy that connects them to purpose, clarity, and deep inner wisdom. This message has found you now for a reason. Maybe you've been feeling a quiet pull, an invisible calling amidst the noise. Maybe you've sensed there's more to life than just surviving. The truth is, you're approaching a turning point, and this knowledge could be the spark that changes everything. Before we begin this journey, do 3 simple things to align with this awakening. Subscribe to the Journey of Wisdom and walk the path with those who seek truth and peace. Comment below, the mark is real, I choose to awaken. And most importantly, stay with us until the end, because what you'll discover today might just reconnect you with the part of yourself you've been searching for all along. The time is now. Let's begin. Number 1. Why activation is necessary. Since ancient times, across deserts, temples, and sacred groves, wisdom keepers have whispered of the mysterious symbols etched into our very skin. Marks not born of chance, but of purpose. Among the most revered are the letter M and the crescent moon found on the palms. Symbols that transcend cultures and time, recognized as sacred inscriptions rather than genetic quirks. They are not random lines, but spiritual fingerprints of the soul, signs from a higher lineage gently nudging us toward a deeper awareness. In Indian palmistry, mystic traditions, and even Sufi circles, such markings have been honored as indicators of those chosen to carry a more refined sensitivity to the unseen. This isn't superstition. It's a recognition that some of us are born attuned to subtler currents of life, with intuitive capacities that often bloom early. Feeling energies in rooms, sensing emotions that aren't spoken, or dreaming of events before they unfold. But here is what's crucial. The mark alone is not enough. Just as a seed must be watered and a lamp must be lit, the M and crescent moon remain dormant unless consciously activated. This is why we must act, because dormant power is potential wasted. As the Buddha once said, no one saves us but ourselves. No one can and no one may. We ourselves must walk the path. The presence of these signs is the invitation, recognition is the threshold. But activation, that is the transformation. Think of it this way. Imagine finding an ancient, beautifully crafted key in your hand. Its shape is elegant, its metal warm. But without the right door and the willingness to insert and turn it, the key means little. Activation means choosing to unlock the spiritual gates that your soul already knows exist. It begins with reverence. When you pause and look at your hands, not with casualness, but with sacred awareness, you start to connect to the wisdom encoded within. The M is not just a line, it's a map. The crescent moon is not just a curve, it's a vessel. They are portals of perception, urging you to awaken from the forgetfulness that everyday life often brings. But just like a temple must be clean before sacred rites can begin, your inner space must be purified. Heavy emotions, inherited fears, and the mental clutter of modern living can cloud this connection. This is why clarity is the first step. Through meditation, breathwork, or simple acts of kindness that return your vibration to stillness. Lao Tzu once taught, "To the mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders." And in that stillness, the key begins to fit the lock. You start to see synchronicities more clearly, your intuition sharpens, and your actions align with a greater purpose. In today's world, where distractions pull us in 1,000 directions, recognizing and activating the sacred within becomes more vital than ever. With technology buzzing in our pockets and demands coming from every direction, the soul's quiet call can easily be drowned out. But these marks on your hand are like divine reminders you carry with you. Silent teachers, always present. You don't need to seek outside validation or chase mystical experiences. The path is already written in your palms. All you must do is choose to walk it. Let go of the doubt that says you are unworthy or unready. Your readiness lies not in perfection, but in willingness. As Rumi beautifully said, "What you seek is seeking you." So today, look at your hands not just as tools of action, but as gateways of awakening. This is not just about symbols on skin, it's about the soul beneath. The activation is not a ritual done once. It is a daily decision to see, feel, and live from your higher self. And in doing so, you don't just unlock ancient power, you return to who you truly are. Number 2, deep symbolism of the marks. If you've ever noticed the letter M or a small crescent moon shape on your palm, especially near the base of your thumb or along the major lines of your hand, I want you to pause and ask yourself, what if this isn't just a coincidence? What if these marks are quiet messages waiting for you to pay attention, not with logic alone, but with your heart wide open? You see, these symbols are more than just skin deep. The letter M is uniquely formed by the joining of 3 major lines in your hand, the headline, heartline, and lifeline, each representing thought, feeling, and your very existence. When these lines align to shape the letter M, they reveal a powerful integration within you, the ability to think with compassion, feel with clarity, and act from a place of deeper wisdom. And then there's the crescent moon, delicate, subtle, often near the Mount of Venus. It's like a quiet spiritual echo tied to lunar cycles, to intuition, and to truths that words can't fully describe. It's the part of you that senses what others miss, that feels energies rather than facts, that connects not just to people, but to their essence. These 2 symbols together, they form a kind of spiritual fingerprint. They are not decorations, they are invitations. But are you ready to accept what they're asking of you? Just having these marks isn't enough. That's the first thing I want you to really take in. Many people carry them but never activate their true power. Why? Because activation isn't automatic, it's a choice, a commitment. It's not about superstition or magic tricks. It's about living with awareness. Every day, every choice. The letter M wants you to balance your mind, your emotions, and your actions. It calls you to integrity, to unity within yourself. The crescent moon nudges you toward your inner voice, that quiet knowing we often drown out with noise. So ask yourself honestly, have I been listening to that voice, or have I been ignoring it in favor of what's comfortable or expected? There's something incredibly humbling about realizing that your soul may have chosen to come here, to this life, with a mission bigger than comfort. Those with these signs often feel like they don't quite belong, like they see too much, feel too deeply, question what others accept without thought. And you know what? That's not a flaw. It's your compass. This world isn't designed to support those who are waking up. It prefers you to stay asleep, to blend in, to obey. But if you carry these marks, it means you're here to break patterns, to challenge the system, to bring healing where there's been harm, and that's never easy. In fact, it can feel lonely. Have you ever felt like you were walking a path no one else could see? That might be why. So here's the question that truly matters. What would change in your life if you believed, really believed, that you were born with a purpose that only you can fulfill? If these marks are maps, then you're the one holding the compass. And like any sacred journey, it won't always be comfortable, but it will be worth it. The path of awakening means letting go of who you thought you were, questioning old beliefs, facing the unknown, and allowing yourself to become more than just a reflection of your past. It's about choosing presence over patterns and intention over impulse. When you honor these signs on your palms, you're not worshipping them. You're listening. You're saying yes to the soul within you that's been patiently waiting for you to remember. You're stepping into your power, not with force, but with quiet certainty. So take a deep breath, look at your hands, and ask yourself, what are they trying to tell me? Because the moment you begin to listen is the moment your journey truly begins. Number 3, the 7-day activation ritual. To truly harness the energy within your own hands, it's important to go beyond simply noticing the mystical patterns, such as the letter M or the crescent moon, that may appear in your palm lines. These marks are not random. They are ancient symbols believed to be connected to intuition, purpose, and personal destiny. Yet recognizing them is only the first step. What truly matters is activating the potential they represent. This activation isn't about superstition or fantasy, but about shifting your awareness and energy through intention, reflection, and meaningful action. That's where the 7-day activation ritual comes in, a powerful, grounded practice designed to reawaken your connection with the deeper layers of your being. Think of it not as a task, but as a sacred invitation to reconnect with yourself in a world that often pulls us away from who we really are. Each day of the ritual builds upon the last, guiding you inward while awakening outward possibilities. The first day centers around observation and recognition. Take a few quiet minutes to sit under natural sunlight or soft candlelight and simply look at your hands, not just as tools of the body, but as messengers of the soul. Study the lines, the curves, the shapes, and when you see the M or the crescent, allow yourself to feel a sense of reverence. These symbols have shown up for a reason. Many people spend years searching for meaning in the external world, but sometimes the answers are already etched into us. Acknowledge that you carry something unique and divine. This simple act of recognition sets the tone for everything that follows. grounding your awareness in your own sacred design. Moving into day 2, the focus shifts to internal purification. Before going to sleep, slow down, quiet your thoughts, and visualize a gentle white light streaming from above your head, flowing through your shoulders and down your arms until it reaches your hands. Let it move with intention, dissolving any mental noise, emotional heaviness, or limiting beliefs that have clung to you. It's like cleaning a window to let the sunlight in. The clearer your internal space, the more freely your energy can move. In today's world, where our minds are constantly flooded with information, news, and opinions, taking time to purify and quiet your internal world is not just spiritual, it's a form of self-preservation. This practice helps you let go of what no longer serves you, so you can become more receptive to what does. On day 3, it's time for lunar alignment. If the moon is full, all the better. But even if it isn't, find a moment at night to sit in stillness and imagine the cool, silver light of the moon beaming down on your hands. Feel it charging the letter M and crescent moon within your palms with clarity, inner strength, and spiritual protection. The moon has long been associated with intuition, emotions, and cycles, and aligning with its energy allows us to return to a natural rhythm that modern life often disrupts. This alignment helps us remember that growth isn't linear. It comes in phases, just like the moon. By syncing with it, you become more attuned to your own cycles of rest, action, release, and renewal. Day 4 is about declaration of purpose, where you make your intentions tangible. Write down your truest desires, not just material goals, but spiritual aims, the qualities you wish to embody, the life you want to live. Then place your hands over the paper, close your eyes, and read each declaration aloud as if it is already real. Let your voice carry the energy of belief. You might feel a tingling or warmth in your palms. This is the subtle power of intention activated. In a time where doubt and distraction often cloud our vision, clearly stating what we want and aligning our energy behind it is a radical act of self-leadership. You're not just wishing, you're choosing to live with direction and depth. Next comes day 5, sonic vibration. In a quiet space, chant a sound or mantra that resonates deeply with you. This could be Om, Aham Prema, or another sacred sound that you feel drawn to. The goal isn't to perform perfectly, it's to feel the vibration move through your body and especially your hands. Sound is one of the most ancient and powerful tools for shifting energy. It cuts through stagnant frequencies and retunes the body, much like tuning a musical instrument. When your palms absorb this vibration, something subtle but powerful begins to awaken. Your own inner currents, often dormant, start to rise. In everyday life, where noise often overwhelms meaning, choosing sounds that heal and awaken brings you back into harmony with yourself. Day 6 invites you into aligned action. This is where your inner work becomes visible in your life. Choose an action that reflects the intentions you've set. Maybe it's expressing love more openly, taking better care of your body, or offering your time or energy to someone in need. It could be as simple as preparing a healthy meal with love, or meditating more deeply than usual. What matters is that the action comes from the new frequency you're cultivating. This step reminds us that true transformation doesn't just happen in meditation or ritual. It happens in the way we live, speak, and move through the world. You show the universe you're serious by aligning behavior with belief, and over time, these small, consistent choices reshape your path. Finally, day 7 brings integration and gratitude. Pause and reflect on the past week. Notice any shifts. Maybe your hands feel lighter, your dreams more vivid, or your thoughts more calm. Or maybe it's subtler, a growing sense of clarity or connection. Whatever you've experienced, take a moment to simply say thank you to yourself, to life, to the energies you've been working with. Gratitude isn't just the closing act. It's the key that locks in the energy you've cultivated, making it easier to return to this state of being when life gets hectic again. In our fast-paced lives, we often overlook what we've gained in the pursuit of what's next, but gratitude roots us in the present and amplifies what we've received. This 7-day ritual isn't about magic in the conventional sense. It's about alignment. When you shift your attention inward, clear space for new energy, align with the natural cycles, speak your truth, move with purpose, and give thanks, you naturally begin to attract more of what reflects your higher self. Many who complete this journey notice unexpected synchronicities, clearer intuition, and a deeper sense of meaning in their everyday lives. And in a world where many feel disconnected and overwhelmed, this ritual offers a return to self, to purpose, and to a quiet power that's always been in your hands, waiting to be awakened. If you've made it this far, you're already unlocking the hidden energy in your own hands. Comment below with Moon Power activated to affirm your connection to the letter M and the crescent moon's ancient wisdom. Stay with us. There's more to reveal that can shift your energy and open new doors in your life, starting today. Number 4. What activation unlocks? Let's explore something ancient yet deeply personal, hidden right in your own hands. Have you ever looked closely at your palms and noticed the letter Mem, or the soft curve of a crescent moon? These markings aren't random. They carry deep symbolic power, and learning how to activate them can awaken a state of balance, inner clarity, and even help you live with more purpose. Many traditions, including aspects of palmistry and spiritual mysticism, speak of these signs as gateways to something greater. Not magic, but meaning. When you activate the energy within them, it's not about performing a ritual or unlocking a secret power like in a movie. It's about tuning into your true self. It's about stepping into the rhythm of the universe and aligning your life with a deeper flow. Let's start with what this activation actually unlocks. First, it unlocks abundance as a state of being, not just material wealth, though that may come too, but something more lasting. It's about living in a state of connection where everything feels guided. Life starts to make sense. You notice synchronicities, those little coincidences that seem too perfect to be accidents. You feel purpose lighting your path, even when the steps are uncertain. And do you know what feeds this state more than anything? Gratitude. Gratitude isn't just about saying thank you. It's an energy amplifier. It makes what you already have feel more alive. It raises your vibration. The more you lean into gratitude, the more abundance flows through you, not just around you. Then comes enhanced vitality and energy. When you activate these symbols in your hands, it's as if your body becomes more than just a body. It becomes a channel of divine energy. You sleep better. Your thoughts become clearer. You feel lighter emotionally. Have you ever had a moment where your body just felt at peace, like it was working with you, not against you? That's what happens when this energy awakens. It's not about perfection, it's about alignment. You become more resilient, more centered, and more in tune with what your body truly needs. And with this comes emotional awakening. When you activate the crescent moon and the letter M in your palms, your emotional depth begins to shift. Love becomes deeper. You feel others' emotions without being overwhelmed. You listen not just with your ears, but with your heart. Compassion expands in you like a ripple on still water. This energy doesn't just connect you to others, it brings you home to yourself. Can you remember a time when someone truly saw you? That's the kind of connection this brings. And you begin to see others the same way, with less judgment and more curiosity, with less fear and more love. From there we flow into manifestation through alignment. You might have heard that what you think you become. But it's more than that. It's what you feel, believe, and hold in your heart. When your internal energy is in harmony, your thoughts, emotions, body, and spirit, your life flows. Opportunities arise naturally. Problems don't disappear, but your ability to meet them transforms. Those marks on your hands? Think of them as reminders, bridges between your inner and outer worlds. When you align with them, your intentions don't just float, they land. Life no longer feels like a constant push, it feels like a dance. So ask yourself, what kind of abundance are you seeking right now? Is it love, clarity, peace? And are you willing to turn inward to find it? Here's what I hope you'll take with you today. These marks in your hands are not just curiosities, they are reflections of the wisdom and energy that already lives within you. You don't need to become someone else, you only need to remember who you are. Abundance begins with gratitude. Energy flows where attention goes. Love grows when you make space for it. And when you align your heart with your purpose, your life will reflect it. Your hands hold the key, but your heart is the lock it opens. Keep walking the journey with mindfulness and trust that everything you need is already within you. Number 5. Living as a chosen one. To carry the symbol of the letter M or the crescent moon in the palm of your hand is not merely a curious feature or spiritual ornament. It is a sacred imprint, a cosmic nudge that asks not for attention but for awareness. In the silent language of the soul, these markings are like ancient bells, echoing a timeless invitation to remember your role, your purpose, your deeper self. Once activated, they are not passive signs. They are living energies, pulsing with meaning, urging you not just to see differently, but to live differently. And in this way, to live as a chosen one is not to claim superiority, it is to claim responsibility. As the Buddha said, to understand everything is to forgive everything. This understanding begins within, when you realize your path is not accidental, your presence not meaningless. When you awaken to this truth, the lens through which you see your life shifts dramatically. You begin to notice that hardships are not curses, they are invitations to grow deeper roots. You no longer ask, "Why is life against me?" Instead, you learn to ask, "What part of me is being called to rise?" This shift is profound and often lonely, for the world tends to resist depth in favor of surface. People may sense that you've changed. Some may distance themselves, not out of rejection, but out of unfamiliarity. Your energy begins to speak a different language, a language of sincerity, presence, and inner alignment. And that, to some, can feel too quiet or too intense. But remember this, you are not here to be understood by everyone. You are here to understand yourself. The life of the chosen is not a performance, it is a practice. Each day you are asked to walk with quiet integrity. This means telling the truth even when a lie would be more convenient. It means choosing peace over drama and awareness over autopilot. You will begin to sense more, feel more, sometimes joyfully, sometimes painfully, but both the light and the shadow become teachers, and each offers a gift. As Rumi once said, the wound is the place where the light enters you. The sensitivity that once felt like a curse becomes a bridge to compassion, intuition, and insight. You begin to notice things others miss, the energy behind words, the stillness between sounds, the quiet beauty in ordinary moments. And though your path may feel solitary at times, you are never truly alone. The unseen presence of those who have walked this way before, saints, sages, monks, healers, walks with you still. They whisper in your silence, they nod in your stillness, they guide in your intuition. To embody this way of living in our modern world is a radical act. In a society that rewards speed, noise, and external validation, you are asked to move slower, speak softer, and listen inwardly. You begin to speak with intention because words are no longer filler, they are instruments of healing. You act with awareness, knowing that even the smallest choices leave imprints on your energy and the world around you. You allow yourself to rest, not out of laziness, but out of respect for the sacredness of your being. You learn to forgive, not always because the other deserves it, but because you deserve the freedom that forgiveness brings. You begin to trust your intuition, especially when logic falters, because something deeper inside you knows the way. This is not about becoming perfect. This is about returning to your center again and again. As Thich Nhat Hanh so beautifully put it, no mud, no lotus. You will forget and then remember. You will fall and then rise. Stronger, softer, wiser. Each step forward is a homecoming, a reconnection to that quiet truth inside you that says, you are not here to shrink, to conform, or to numb yourself to fit in. You are here to awaken, to serve, and to live with presence, so that your life becomes a reflection of something eternal. Let the world call it a coincidence if it must. Let the skeptics rationalize it away, but in your own quiet knowing, you feel it. In your hands, your heartbeat, and your breath. These signs are reminders, not of something foreign, but of something deeply familiar. You were meant to remember. You were meant to create, to heal, to become. And yes, to be misunderstood at times, but to keep walking anyway. So, as you move through life, walk with humility, but not with doubt. Speak with gentleness, but never silence your truth. Shine without arrogance, and let your light soften even the hardest places, within yourself and in others. The world doesn't need more noise, it needs more presence. It doesn't need more followers, it needs more awakened hearts. And this awakening? It begins not with fanfare, but with the quiet decision to live differently. Today, right here, right now, this is the path of the chosen, and your journey has already begun. And there you have it. The marks on your hands are not just symbols, they are sacred invitations. The letter M and the crescent moon are reminders that your path is unique, your purpose is real, and your awakening has already begun. Now, it's up to you to carry this awareness forward, not just for a moment, but as a daily practice of presence, purpose, and peace. If this message spoke to something deep within you, don't let it end here. Like this video to support the message. Share it with someone you know carries these signs. And most importantly, subscribe to the Journey of Wisdom, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a step on this sacred path. There's so much more to discover together, and the journey has only just begun. Until next time, stay grounded, stay awakened, and keep walking with wisdom.